We're live. All right, guys. Welcome on in, everybody, to... That's exactly what I'm doing now. Look at this technological attempt. There we go. How do I do it? Okay, right. Welcome on oh no. Everybody, to... Attempt. There we go. No, I failed. I failed to start a watch party. Got 25 seconds to go. Can I do it? There we go. And there we go. Boom! Success. All right, everyone. You're all super welcome. Welcome on in, everybody, to... Let's turn that off. And, all right. Gosh, okay. Let's get started. Welcome on in, everyone, to Sculpt. Thanks for coming. So you've got your weights to hand, and you might want to come down and find a wide leg child's pose. So bring knees out wide towards the edges of the mat, big toes together, hips down towards the heels, stretching the spine long out in front of you. And you're all super, super welcome on into Sculpt this evening. Thanks all so much for joining. So Sculpt, we're adding intensity to our yoga and Pilates practice using weights, thinking particularly about getting into the back body, intensifying the work for the abdominals, for the legs. Do remember you're welcome to switch around between weights. You're welcome to lose the weights at any time. And this is Sculpt 1. This is our first ever Sculpt class. So do just remember, take your own pace, adapt if you need to, and enjoy. When you're ready, we're just going to take 3 more really deep breaths in. And out here, feeling that breath up the side body and the lower back. Letting the chest release down between the arms, the eyes and the shoulders soften. Taking 1 more really deep inhale. And exhale. And from there, grounding down with the hands, rolling your way up and finding your way to a table pose. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the fingers are spread out wide, really starting to squeeze in the abdominals. And when you're ready, let's go with a little bit of cat-cow. So inhale, gaze lift, opening the heart out, stretch. And exhale, squeeze in the abdominals, really pressing the earth away from you, chin to chest, lengthening out through the whole backside of the body. So inhaling, opening out, letting the gaze lift, really yawning and stretching out. And exhale, squeeze in the core, really press away, lift and extend through the spine. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, just walking the hands out in front of you, stretching out, finding your way into a little bit of a puppy pose. So the hips are above the heels, just creeping the fingertips forwards as you draw the shoulders back, let the chest sink down and find that really lovely length in the spine and space in the side body. Taking a really deep breath in and out here. And then from there, just roll your way back up, plant the hands under the shoulders. Once again, spread the fingers out wide, tuck the toes, and extend the hips all the way up into a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, the fingers are spreaded wide, the pointer finger is facing forwards, wrapping the triceps in, extending the hips as high as you can, squeezing in the abdominals. Inhale, really lift and extend and stretch. Exhale, letting the head relax, the heels sink down to the earth, maybe finding a little bit of engagement through the quads. Inhaling. Exhaling, maybe take a little pedal out as well through the legs, one leg and the other, wherever feels nice. We're just aiming to find some space in the hamstrings, in the calves. A little pedal, little shake out for 3, maybe a little head shake, wherever feels good. 2, 1 more inhale, exhale. And from there, start to walk the feet towards the hands, finding your way into a floppy forward fold. Having a little shake, a little wiggle out from side to side. Thinking about moving the weight into the toes, lifting the hips over the heels, and from there, letting the head and the shoulders relax. Deep breath in. And out. From there, ground down with the feet, root to rise. So grounding down, reaching up, stretching up to the sky. Inhale, really lifting up, opening up with the heart. And exhale, swan dive, folding back down, letting the hands come to the earth and the head drop. On an inhale, floating up high on the fingertips, or bring the hands to the shins, long flat back, inhale there. And exhale, refold, planting the hands and hop, step or jump, find your way to a plank position. Hands underneath the shoulders, thinking about pressing the hands really hard into the mat, squeezing in the abdominals, engaging the quads. So imagine almost like you're squeezing the glutes, squeezing in the core. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forward, start to bend through the elbows, lowering down into a low plank. rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes up dog, and exhale your way all the way back to a downward facing dog. Just once again, take a moment, reset your dog. Remember, spread the fingers out wide, wrap the triceps in, squeeze in the abdominals, enjoy that beautiful extension and lengthening down the back body. Take a deep breath in and down. From there, bend the knees, look to the hands, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen out, find a long flat back. And exhale, relax and fold, release. Ground down with the feet, rise tall. Inhale, reaching up, stretching up once again, open out through the heart. And exhale, folding back down. Inhale, lengthen, extend. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding plank. From there, we're just going to use the toes, move the body weight forwards and then back again. So we're just going to take a little bit of a jigsaw, thinking about warming up the wrists, start to squeeze the core, feel that heat in the back body, working here for 3. Deep breaths in and out, 2. So just a little forwards and backwards, 1 more. And from there, lower down through low plank. Inhale, up dog, shoulders back, stretch. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Hips up high, spread the fingers out, readjust if you need to. And from there, left foot grounds, right foot lifts to the sky, bending the right knee, right heel comes to the bottom, lengthening out down both side body, opening out through the hips. And you might want to give the ankle a little circle there, just mobilizing through the ankle as we open up through the hips. Keep lengthening and stretching down the side body for 3, 2, 1, and then from there, take the right knee to the nose, squeezing in the core. Really hold that position. Power into the hands, working the abdominals, the shoulders for 3. Inhale, pressing hard with hands into mat. 2, and 1. Right foot high. Inhale, lift that right foot as high as you can. And exhale, landing the right foot all the way between the hands. Make sure the right knee is over the right ankle, adjusting if you need to. Think about drawing the right hip backwards, engage the left quad. We're just going to hold here, see if you can come up higher on the fingertips, maybe even float the fingertips away from the mat. Shoulders back, looking good at home, working there. 3, inhale. Exhale, starting to feel power and strength in the legs. 2, and 1. From there, we're just going to ground down with the feet and step forwards. Left foot meets right. Inhale, extend and stretch out. Exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet, rise tall. Inhale, open and lift and extend. Exhale, folding straight back down. Inhale, long flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, jump, finding your way to plank. So once again, we're just going to take a little jigsaw, using the toes, move the body weight forwards and backwards again, squeezing in the core. Really focus on that power coming from the abdominals, working here for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2, so just a little warm up here. And 1, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows into low plank. Inhaling up dog, pointing the toes, chest lifts, perfect. Exhale your way all the way back to a downward facing dog, spreading the fingers out wide, wrapping the triceps in, extend. From there, left foot lifts, left heel comes to the bum, right heel comes to the earth. Stacking left hip above right, really focusing on extending and opening out through the side body. Deep inhale to lift and extend. Exhale, shoulders relax, working here for 3. Inhale, maybe a little circle out through the hip ankle if you're feeling it. 2, so we're opening through the hips, extending through the side body. And 1, taking left knee to nose, squeezing in the core, pressing the hands really hard into the mat, thinking about power there from the abdominals, from the shoulders for 3. Deep breaths in and out, hang on in there. 2, and 1, left foot rises, inhale. And exhale, land that left foot right between the hands. So as before, we're finding ourselves in a lunge, left knee over left ankle, adjusting if you need to. So move that left foot forward if you need to. Perfect. Left foot draws back, maybe coming up high on the fingertips, engaging the muscles of that right leg, really focusing on power and strength there. Perfect. Shoulders back, challenging the legs, challenging the abdominals. 3, deep breaths in and out. 2, and 1. From there, frame the front foot, right foot meets left. Inhale, extend and stretch out. Exhale, fold. From there, ground down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale, reach and stretch. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, while you're down there, grab your weights. So you might want to start off, we're going to be working a bit into the shoulders here, into the chest. You might want to take some slightly heavier weights if you do have an option. And from there, we're going to sink down low and find a chair pose. So moving the weight into the heels, knees are over ankles, strong through the core. Make sure the hips are coming out behind you. From there, we're going to squeeze the elbows past the rib cage so the elbows stay tucked in. You really want to power into the back body and then lower down again. So thinking about squeezing in the core and lowering with control. So really focus on power, working into the legs here. Start to feel that strength in the back body. Perfect. Make sure you've got the core engaged. The spine is long. Looking good. Working here for 5. So moving with control, really focusing on that squeeze and that lower with control. 4. Well done. So working into the back body, really great for strengthening those muscles that support a healthy spine. 2. And 1. From there, taking the weights to the heart, step back with the left foot. So we're coming into a lunge. Right knee is over right ankle, left toes are grounding, thinking about drawing the right foot back. When you're ready, we're going to take the weights to the shoulders, and we're going to take a nice and easy shoulder press. So we're going to press and lower down with control, thinking about just extending those hands up, squeeze the core, and lower down again. So we're going to work here for 5. So thinking about energy in the legs, keep that knee over ankle, slow lowers and lifts. 4. Well done. 3. 2 and 1. From there, we're going to take the weights to the chest, angle the body forwards, right knee stays over right ankle, and from there we're going to extend the hands out behind us, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then slowly return. So we're once again working into the back, thinking about right knee staying over right ankle, extending the hands back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and coming back again. Awesome stuff. So elbows stay tucked in. Working here for 5. So really focus on power in the back body, in the back of the chest. 4. So in this diagonal lunge, really working into that quad, thinking about energy in the legs. Keep the core engaged. 3. Looking good at home. So make sure those elbows stay tucked in. Make sure you feel that power in the back body as you extend the arms out. 1. And come on up here. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to lower and lift the back knee, combining that with a shoulder press if you can. If it's too much, you can just lose the weights here. So we're going to lower down and then press back up. So a little compound exercise, really focusing on powering into the quads here. So we're using the strength of the quads to help us out with that shoulder press. Should feel really quite juicy on the legs. Awesome stuff. Looking good. Working here for 5. So keeping the core engaged. Remember, we're lowering and lifting with control. Nice, juicy lower body start. 3. Well done. 2. Almost there. 1 more. And release there. So from there, we're just going to drop the left knee down and plant the left hand down, reaching the right hand up to the sky, maybe opening out onto the outer edge of that right foot. Enjoy a lovely little opening and stretch out through the heart, releasing through the hips. Nice for 3. Inhale. Exhale. So stretching out through the hip flexor, opening through the heart. 2. And 1. From there, plant the hands, tuck the toes, and find your way back to a plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, and lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog, pointing the toes, chest lifts. Exhale your way all the way back to your downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers out wide, wrapping in the triceps, engaging the quads. Deep breath in. And perfect. From there, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, extend, long, flat back. Exhale, relax and fold. While you're down there, you might want to grab your weights, squeeze the core as you come on up. Left foot forwards, right foot back. And let's take that same little flow on the other side. So left knee is over left ankle, right toes are back. Thinking about squaring the hips, make sure you're lifting the right quad up, engaging the glutes. Weights come to the shoulders, and we're taking a shoulder press and lower. So thinking about lowering and lifting with control. So make sure you're really feeling that power. Try not to let the shoulders strain up. We're thinking about that press and that lower, maintaining that energy in the legs, thinking about grounding down with the back, big toe of that back leg, maintaining that lunge in the front leg, strong core, perfect stuff. So try not to lower too fast, feel that power on the way up and on the way down, looking good. Working here for 5. Well done, really focus on power and strength. 4, just get into the upper body here. 3, well done. 2,
And 1. From there, bring the weights to the heart, angle the body forwards. Left knee over left ankle, diagonal lunge. Elbows tucked in. We're taking a tricep kick back. Should feel really nice and juicy on the back body. And then coming back and in. So make sure you've got that lunge. So really powering into the lower body in this little set. Loads of work going on in the quads and the glutes. Really fantastic area of the body to strengthen for knee health and also for lower back health. So we're thinking about energizing the back body as well here, really getting to those muscles that help the shoulders draw down. So fantastic exercise if you've been at a desk all day. Awesome, looking good, working here for 5. So squeeze back, come back in with control. 4, almost there. 3, well done. Keep the core tight. 2, and 1. From there, we're coming back up to a high lunge, and we're going to lower that back knee down and then squeeze, press simultaneously. So a little lower through that back knee. And then feel that power, that squeeze on the way up. Try to feel into the quads and the glutes here, so make sure you're stabilizing that front leg, squeezing to lift, and we're working the quads on the way down. Awesome stuff, looking good. Working here for 5, so really strong work for the lower body. 4, nice work. 3, it's a little lower, and lift. 2, almost there. 1 more. Perfect, and release the right knee down, lose the weights. Right hand comes down, left hand can open out, left knee can open out, and enjoy that lovely spiral and opening out through the heart. Deep breath in, and out for 3, deep breath in. And I really enjoy that opening, that stretch. 2, and 1, find your way back to plank there. From there, high plank, use the toes, inhale, move the body weight forwards, and lower down through low plank. Inhaling up dog, shoulders down the back. Exhaling your way into a downward facing dog. Thinking about sending those hips up high, stretching out through the back body, deep breath in. And so taking 1 more breath here, just really extend and lengthen, inhale. Exhale. From there, look to the hands, hop forwards. Inhale, extend, reach out long. Exhale to fold. Grabbing your weights while you're down there. Come back on up. And we're going to take the weights to the heart space here. Engage the core and send the hips down out behind you. So we're back into a chair pose. This time we're going to work into the oblique. So inhale and exhale, twist. So we're going to take left knee to left elbow to right knee, or to the other side, or it might be just taking them between the knees. So we're thinking about squeezing in the core, working a twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Trying to keep the hips down low. Should feel really strong on the legs as well. Trying to keep the hips in line. Inhale and exhale, working that little twist. Shoulders back. Perfect. No worries if the elbow doesn't quite touch. We're focusing on finding that sensation of twist. So just move towards a twist. If it's too much to come all the way down, feel free just to work that twist through the upper body. Working here for 5. So should feel really strong on the legs. 4. Nice job. 3, hang on in there. 2, 1 more. And power all the way up. Ooh. And left foot forward, right foot comes out. And we're going to take warrior 2 legs. So left knee's over left ankle, whole right foot is grounding. From there, we're just going to take the left elbow to the left knee, ground down with the whole outer edge of the right foot and start to spiral the body open. Right hand and right weight is on the hip. From there, we're just going to pump some iron. So we're feeling pretty 80s here. We've got a bit of a training montage vibe on. That left knee is over left ankle, and we're just leaning down on that elbow and pumping that iron, working into the biceps. Done quite a lot of tricep work. So now just getting into those biceps. We're also working on opening out through the hips. Keep powering into the outer edge of that right foot. Perfect. Nice. Working here for 5. Just keeping the core engaged. Spiraling open. 4. Nice work. 3. Keep that strong, legs 2, and 1. From there, you're going to lose the left weight, and we're just going to adjust the right foot and bring it in slightly. The right hand is going to come in line with the left knee. From there, we're going to squeeze the right elbow and then rotate, press. So it's called a lawnmower row. If it's too much to press up to the sky, just take a row. So moving forward, squeezing the elbow past the rib cage, and then we're going to rotate and press. The legs are mostly the same. You might want to take the back legs slightly wider. So the idea here is we're squeezing and rotating. We're working into the muscles of the rotator cuff. So we're working to the back muscles. It can be quite a strong movement to press all the way up to the sky here. So no worries if it's too strong, just work at your level. Awesome, looking good. So just thinking about squeezing the shoulder blade back and then pressing up high. So the hand starts in line with the foot. We're coming down, drawing it all the way up, squeeze and press. Awesome stuff. Working here, another 3. Almost there. So really focus on that power. 2. Nice. And 1, release. Losing your weights there. Move the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Right knee grounds. Hands come inside the left foot. Inhale, moving the body weight forwards, stretching the chest forwards. And exhale, just rocking back, head and shoulders release. Inhale, moving the body weight forwards, shoulders back, stretching out through the chest. And exhale, rocking back. Nice work. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, stretch it back. From there, tuck the toes. Left foot meets right. Find plank. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards, bending down into low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale your way to downward facing dog. Thinking about sending those hips up high, stretching out. Deep breath in. And letting the chest relax down. Taking one more breath here. Deep breath in. And from there, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, long flat back, really draw and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Finding your weights while you're down there. And from there, we're going to take the right foot forwards, the left foot steps back. So we're finding warrior 2 legs, right knee over right ankle. And we're going to take the left hand to the hip, the right elbow to the right knee. So an extended side angle. Thinking about really powering into the legs. Make sure left shoulder is stacking above right. We're maintaining that lunge in the right knee. From there, we're just going to pump that bottom arm. So we're drawing the right hand up to the right shoulder. Thinking about maintaining that energy in the legs. Try not to feel like the chest is collapsing down so much as you're maintaining that power and that lift. Thinking about that strong core. Thinking about lifting and lowering with control. Working into the biceps here. That muscle at the front of the arm. Muscles at the front of the arm. Working here for 5. Deep breaths in. And out, getting an opening through the hips here as well. 4. 3. Well done. 2. Almost there. And 1, release the right weight. We're just going to take the left foot slightly wider. The left hand is now in line with the right inner arch. From there, we're going to squeeze the left elbow towards the left rib cage and then rotate and press up to the sky. So we're just thinking about drawing the left weight all the way from the floor by the right foot. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades in as we lift and press. So a little lawnmower row, working into the shoulders, into the obliques. Thinking about squeeze, rotate, and press. Loads of work going on the legs here as well. So with maintaining that lunge, and we're taking this little rotation movement, trying to move with control, so particularly when you press at the top, make sure you're maintaining control. It can be quite a delicate area. Perfect. Working here for 5. So working this lovely full range of opening and motion through the chest. 4. Thinking about that lunge in the front leg. Take a nice little stretch out next. 3. Awesome stuff. 2, almost there. And 1, release there. Lose your weight, drop the left knee down, and we're going to take the right foot out to the right side of the mat, finding our way into lizard pose. Right knee over right ankle, inhale, moving the body weight forwards, stretching forwards. Exhale, stretching back, head and shoulders release, relaxing the spine and the shoulders. Inhale, forward, shoulders back, really stretching out. And exhale, enjoy that lovely release of the hamstrings as you rock it back. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, stretching back. From there, inhale forwards, tuck the toes, find your way to plank, and use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower down through low plank. Inhaling up dog, letting the chest lift, stretch up. Exhale, downward facing dog, taking a deep breath in. And from there, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, long, flat back, stretching out, reaching out long. And exhale, fold. Grab your weights while you're down there. Engage the core as you come on up. We're going to move into a little bit of balance here. So moving your weight into your right foot, the right quad engaged. From there, we're going to take the elbows up in line with the shoulders. If we can, the left knee is also going to lift. So we're in this standing balance. We're thinking about squeezing in the core. We're going to squeeze the elbows in towards each other, try not to lean backwards, and then draw it out. So we're taking these little chest decks, and we're also working on balance here. So thinking about engaging the right quad. We're opening out wide and squeezing in. So really challenging, the balance. And we are also working into the chest, into the shoulders, working here for 5. Looking good. Really focusing that power in the abs, grounding down big toe, little toe, heel. 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to take both weights to the heart center and seesaw forwards. So the left foot is coming out behind us. The right foot in the right quad is engaged. We're going to holding there. Inhale. Exhale. From there, we're going to take flies. So we're just going to take the arms out wide and then return in. If that's too much, plant both feet down, and you can take both feet down to the mat. If you'd like to really challenge yourself, you're instead keeping this left leg out strong. We're taking the arms out wide like wings. You might have a little bend in the elbows, working to the chest and to the back body. Perfect. Working here for 5. So moving with control. 4. Really focusing on power in the legs. 3 in the back body. 2. Almost there. 1 more. And release, float to standing. Nice work. All right, same again, second side. So spreading the left toes out, engaging the core. If you can, right knee lifts, elbows up in line with the shoulders. Focusing on stabilizing that standing leg, squeezing the elbows in, and then taking them out wide. So remember, this is all about control from the abdominals. All balance work is really strong. If you need to plant a foot down at any point, feel free. So with squeezing in and opening out. What we're adding in here is movement into our balance in the upper body. That does make it extra hard. So again, loads of strengthening work for the spine, for the core, for the legs. Working here, 5, almost there, 4, so squeezing in and opening back, working to the chest and the back, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weights to center, left foot down, right foot out behind you. Remember, if you need to plant both feet down and just take a forward fold, you're very welcome to. From there, we're going to work into flies. So left foot is down, engage the quad, taking the weights from heart out wide, almost like wings. We're thinking about engaging the muscles, that standing leg. So if it's available to you, you can take the arms out wide. It might be you need to take a little micro bend of the elbows depending on what weight set you're on. Engaging that right quad. Now those legs are definitely starting to burn now. We're going to come down to the floor next. Working here for 5. Slow and controlled. 4, really squeeze that glute. 3, nice job. 2, and 1. Float up to standing. Ooh, give those legs a little shake out. And from there, we're going to take the weights to the heart center, sink down low, and find a lovely yogi squat. So we're just taking the weights to the heart space, sinking down low, chest lifts. And from there, we're just going to lose the weights. Left hand grounds, right hand lifts up, opening out through the heart, pressing the left knee open, using the left knee. Deep breath in and out. Taking 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale, swapping over. Right hand plants, left hand lifts, stretching out there. Deep breaths in and out, opening through the heart. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, nice job. From there, just set yourself up in your squat, or if you need to, you can come down to kneeling here. So you've got option of either being kneeling or in a squat. We're going to take face rows. So we're going to take the hands out in front of us. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together as we draw the elbows back. So you'll have recognized this. We've also done this in Sculpt 4. We're aiming to get into the upper back because you draw back and press away. It can be quite unstable, so if you need to come to the knees here, do feel free. If you are working from that little yogi squat, getting lots of nice extra work for the legs and working on balance and abdominals. So either one is perfect. So pressing out, drawing in for 5. Awesome stuff. 4. So thinking about squeezing in the core. Use the core to balance. 3. We're going to lose the weights and work into a little cardio section next. 2. Almost there. 1 more. So press away. Draw it back. And release. Plant the hands down. And from there, we're just going to hop back and find our way into a plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. From there, we're going to pike the hips as we tap one toe and to the other. So we're going to take a little bit more movement in this little section, squeezing in the core. We're just going to loosen up the muscles, work into some cardio strength. So really squeeze the core, tap opposite hand to foot. Enjoy that lovely stretch out through the backs of the legs, squeezing in the core, working here for 5. Deep breaths in and out. 4. Well done. 3. Almost there. 2. And 1. From there, find your way down to a forearm plank. Elbows underneath shoulders, strong through the core. We're just going to take hip dips, rolling from side to side. Thinking about really squeezing in the core, lifting up and over. So working to the abdominals, into the shoulders for 5. Well done. 4. Really lift and squeeze and up. 3, 2, 1 more. And release there, dropping the hips down, taking the elbows underneath the shoulders, giving the hips a little shake, just taking a little breather here in our Sphinx pose. Deep breath in, and out, shoulders back, taking 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale. From there, hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, press on up, find your way back to plank, and let's get some mountain climbers on the go. So picking up the pace, knees to chest. If you want to take a slow knee drive, low impact option, feel free. If you can, we're going to run with the legs, pressing the hands really hard into the mat. Try and get the heart rate a little bit higher, squeezing in the core, really working to the shoulders, into the abdominals as fast as you can. Working here, 10. 9, so strong through the core, really powering in. If you're taking that slow, low impact option, really squeeze those abs. 8, 7, 6, hanging in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest, hold. And from there, we're just going to come down to the forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to carry on with this high pace just for a little bit longer. We're going to take little plank jacks out and in with the feet. Or you can take a slow tap out, entirely up for you. Won't be here too long. For 10, squeezing in the core. 9, maybe you can slow it down if you want low impact. 8, 7, working shoulders, abs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up to plank. And from there, we're going to take the left foot outside the left hand. So we're going to take the left foot outside the left hand. Might just want to move your weights out of the way here. Into a lizard type pose. I'm going to then take the hands out wide. So left knee outside left hand. You can drop the right knee if you need to. Left hand in the center of the mat, hands are out wide. From there, we're going to bend the elbows and press up. So it's a little lizard press up. So you take a wide base with the hands, bend the elbows. It's a little bit easier than normal press up. Remember, you can drop to a knee if you need to. Awesome stuff. Working here for 10. So squeeze and press. 8. So slow lowers. Really feel those spiral elbows in. 7. Perfect. 6. If you need to drop that back knee down, feel free. 5. So the elbows can come out slightly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back with the left foot, moving straight onto the other side. So right foot comes outside the right hand. Right hand comes into the center of the mat. The left hand comes off the mat. You're taking the hands out wide. From there, we're just going to bend the elbows and then power back up. So it's a nice way to open through the hips. If you want to take a traditional press up instead or drop the back knee down, any modifications, feel free. So the elbows come out at 45 and then you're squeezing, spiraling the elbows back up to work into the chest, into the back. Perfect. Lovely way to release the hips as well. Working here for 10, 9, almost there. 8, strong through the core. 7, 6, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your way back to a plank and let's chill out in pigeon. Left knee behind the left wrist. Look over your right shoulder, right knee, ankle, hips slide out behind you and stretch forwards. Deep breaths in and out, relaxing down. Then the shoulders relax, the head relax. Deep inhale and exhale. So just relaxing down there, chilling out. Working there for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. So we're just releasing through the hips. Taking 1 more breath in. And from there, sweeping the right foot around. Right foot is going to land over the left knee. Both sit bones ground. Inhale the right hand up. And we're taking a little twist. So we're grounding down with the big toe, with the hips. Inhale, lifting up with the chest. Exhale, enjoy that lovely rotation as we stretch out through the spine. Little stretch down the outside of the right leg. Shoulders relax. Take a deep breath in. And out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And releasing there. Crossing the legs. Find your way back to a plank. And from there, we're going to take the right knee behind the right wrist. Look over your left shoulder. Left knee, ankle, hips slide up behind you. And folding forwards over that right leg. So we're finding a pigeon pose. Just stretching out into the back of the right leg. Inhaling. And exhaling. So stretching out here. We're going to just take a little bit of work into the glutes, into the abdominals to finish. Done really well. Working here another 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Shoulders are relaxing. One more breath in. And from there, we're going to sweep the left foot around. Let the left foot land over the right foot. Thinking about finding the sit bones. Inhale the left hand up. And we're going to take a little twist. Thinking about grounding down with the sit bones. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting. Drawing the heart around towards the inside of the left leg. Grounding down with that left big toe. Shoulders relaxed for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, release. From there, we're going to roll forwards and find our way into a table position. We're going to just take our weights there. We're going to hook one weight just between the back of the thigh and the quad. So if you've not done this before, essentially what we're doing is we're just going to pick up the weight with the legs. So you can take this without, if your weights don't hook very easily, just lose the weights and you'll get loads of work there. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to lift the left foot up and we're going to work pulsing the glutes there. Keeping the core engaged, keeping both hands pressing hard into the mat. Shoulders over hands, and we're just going to take little micro pulses. Should feel nice and juicy there for the glutes. So squeezing in the core, one of the biggest muscle groups in the body. Really great way to increase the metabolic work. Working here, 5. Super important to strengthen for spinal health as well. 4. Deep breaths in. And we're getting loads of work for abs and shoulders. 2, 3, 2. And 1, release. Swapping over, we're just going to take the left hand down. The right weight goes behind. The weight goes behind the back of the right thigh and the right calf. Hands underneath the shoulders, strong through the core, and off we go. We're going to pulse. So thinking about squeezing that right glute, pressing the hands really hard into the mat, strong through the core. Nice work. So really press down hard. Little micro movements. Remember, it doesn't have to be big, much like Pilates. This is all about those little tiny pulses, squeezing in the core. If you need to lose the weight anytime, rock on. Hang on in there. 5. Deep breaths in and out. 4. Almost there. 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. And 1, release. Nice work. All right, from there, we're just going to swing both legs out in front of us. Make sure you've got some weights to hand and take a double leg forward fold. So soft bend through the knees if you need to. Start to shimmy the hips out behind you. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, relax and fold. Deep breaths in. And shoulders relaxing. Inhaling. And exhaling. Working here for 3. So really extend and lengthen. Just a lovely little stretch and release. 2. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And from there, rolling on up. Ground down with the feet. We're going to roll all the way down to lie on our backs. So continuing to work the glutes. We're going to just plant the weights on the hips. Knees are grounded. Squeeze the glutes to press the hips high and slow, controlled lower using the abdominals. So the aim here is knees, ankle, hips stay in alignment. We squeeze and press on up. And then we slow lower down using the abs. So we're thinking about adding intensity into our glutes and quad work. Using the weights here. We're engaging the core as we very slowly lower down. Awesome stuff. So squeezy, press on up. Slow, controlled release back down. Looking good. Working here for 5. So squeeze on up. Slow lower back down. 4. Well done. 3. So really feel that squeeze, that power. Slow lower. 2. And 1. Release. From there, weights come into the air. Knees come into the sky. Lower back on the floor, squeezing in the core. And we're lowering weights and feet away from each other. Squeezing to lift back up. And slowly return. So thinking about power and strength through the core. Working here for 5. So squeeze the core. If you want to make it harder, extending the legs. Making sure the lower back stays on the floor. 4. So really feel that strength in the abs. 3. Well done. So really strong through the abs. 2. Almost there. 1 more. And release. From there, we're going to take the weights to the heart space, shoulders relaxed. From there, we're going to take little curls. We're going to take chin to chest, squeeze the abs, lift and lower. So you might just be taking a little half curl here. Thinking about squeezing in the core, lifting, keeping the weights on the chest. If you're able to come all the way up, feel free. Coming all the way up into a sit-up and back down again. If you'd like to take a little shoulder press at the top of that sit-up feel free. So squeezing the core. The aim is we're just thinking about contracting those lower abs. So it doesn't matter if you only come up halfway. If you can, you're coming all the way up. Just work at your level. So we're thinking about really keeping those weights close to the heart so that we're using those weights to add extra weight to the torso so the abs have to lift that weight. Working here for 5. So squeezy lift. And lower. Remember, if you want to take a little shoulder press, you're very welcome to. 4. So chin to chest, use the abdominals to lift, keep the feet grounded, and then lower with control. 3. Well done, almost there. 2. 1 more, a little lower. And lift. Perfect. And release there. Perfect. Just set your weights out of the way. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And from there, knees over hips, hands behind the back of the head, lower back on the floor, chin to chest, inhale and exhale. Let's just finish it off with some nice bicycle crunches. So we're working into the obliques. Nice way to mobilize and release the legs, inhaling and exhale, squeeze and twist. Remember, this is coming from the waist, from the shoulders. We're trying to keep the lower back on the floor, the hips neutral. Awesome stuff, looking good. Working here for 5, inhale. And exhale, twist. 4. Really feel that power, that strength coming from the abs. Chin to chest. 3. Strong, strong, strong through the core. 2. 1 more, little lift. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And release back down. Nice work. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And from there, we're just going to take the left ankle to the right knee and take a little twist. So we're taking the hands to the back of the right thigh, all the way to the right shin, wherever feels nice. Shoulders relax and stretching into this little supine pigeon. Deep breaths in and down. Shoulders relax for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. And down. Right leg extends there, taking the weights, hands to the left knee, drawing the left knee across the chest and opening the left arm out. It's a little spinal twist. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. Deep breaths in. And out. 2. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Come back through center. Take the right ankle to the left knee, the hands through to the back of the left thigh, the left shin, and stretching into the back of the right leg this time. Inhaling and exhaling. So really deep, steady breaths in and out. Working here for 3. So just enjoying that lovely deep stretch in and out. Shoulders relaxing. 2. 1 more deep breath in and out. And releasing there. Left foot extends, hugging the right knee across the body. So left hand to right knee, extending the right arm away. So letting the shoulders relax down. Inhaling and exhaling. It's just softening down, releasing down. Steady flow with the breath in and out. For 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Well done. Come back through center. Little squeeze. And take a happy baby. So peace sign fingers around the big toes. Knees in towards the armpits. Lower back presses down towards the floor. Shoulders relax. Inhaling. And exhaling. So have a little wiggle, a little stretch. Just enjoy that little bit of movement. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, a little semi-inversion. 2. 1 more breath in. And from there, just finally giving the arms a little stretch out overhead. Give the legs a little shake, a little wiggle. Enjoy beautiful full body yawn. Inhaling. Exhaling. Perfect. Just taking 3 deep breaths in. And out here, inhaling. And with each exhale, relax. Another 2. 3 deep breath in. And out. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. Perfect. From there, drawing the knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little wiggle.
And then we're just going to rock and roll our way up to seated. So letting the sit bones find the mat, finding your way into any comfortable final seat, wherever that is for you. And we'll just finish off with some shoulder and upper body stretching. So interlocking the hands, turning the palms up to the sky, letting the sit bones ground. Inhale, press and reach up. Thinking about lengthening through the side body, drawing the shoulders down. Inhaling. Exhaling, one more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, perfect. From there, chin to chest, hands press back, the hands towards the mirror, drawing the shoulders down and apart. Deep breath in. And so stretching out through the upper back. One more breath in. And from there, we're going to take the left hand across the body, taking the right hand somewhere between the left elbow and the left wrist, drawing the left shoulder down and across. We're just feeling that lovely stretch out through the upper back. Work the shoulders and back hard today. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, one more deep breath in. And out, transitioning there, taking your right hand across the body, taking the hand halfway between elbow and wrist, drawing the right shoulder down, and then stretching across, deep breaths in. And out, well done. So it's a lovely deep stretch in and out there for 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a little shoulder roll. Have a little shake out, and when you're ready, inhale, ground down with the sit bones. Inhale, reach and extend, and exhale, hands to heart center. Just closing the eyes, shoulders relax, and taking one more final really deep breath in, and exhale, release. And thank you all so much for joining today. Have a super rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon. Namaste. Well done, team. Great job.